Here's a quick update on the import from grid feature in the advanced formula environment. Just to remind you of the scenario I've got here, I'm creating this model number in cell K3 from these 4 steps, concatenating the year and quarter, taking the first 4 letters of the category, making that uppercase, and then putting them together to make this model number. You can see the formulas displayed here. So last time I showed that we can select this and press this button over here, which will populate this range containing the calculation H3 to K3, and then we can type in B3 to D3, because those are the cells that are going into my calculation. Those are the parameters, and press preview. And it produces this lambda function, which we can then fill in the name box and rename the parameters or the steps if we want. So that's what I showed last time, but since then I've played around with it a little bit, and I've found that if we put headers above the steps, the process will actually use those headers to name the steps in the lambda function. And you can see how I've got model number, that if I put the name of the function above the last step, so the output cell is K3, and I've put the name that I want for the function in K2. If I now do the same thing that I did last time, so I've got my 3 parameter cells in B3 to D3, I've got my calculation and headers to the calculation in H2 to K3, and the output cell is K3 with the name of the function in K2. And if I press preview, you can see that it's automatically populated the function name, and it's taken the headers from each step and put them into the formula. What it hasn't done is named the parameters. Now, I did try to see if I could get the parameter naming to work, but at the moment it's not working quite as I would expect, so I'm not going to go into too much detail on that. But remember from last time, we can use Control-Shift-L to rename the parameters quite easily. Control-Shift-L, and this category. So that creates a lambda function called model number, which can then use quarter, year, and category to create a model number. Okay, so that's how you can add named steps by putting headers above your calculation. I'm sure that in the near future, the same thing will be available for the parameter names, but right at this moment, it's not working in exactly that way. So anyway, that's it for now, and good luck.